And we still got another, well, near a mile of it.
And 900 feet later, there's the first split. Lovely.
It's going to be a very cold one today, and we're going to be wading in a lot of water, so I better make sure I'm warm. I got my wetsuit on, 5 mils. I don't think I'll be suffering from hypothermia this time, so
Try not to.
let's get on with it, pal.
Plus we bought some emergency kit just in case.
That is quite a dramatic entrance through the roots of a tree. I can see the level dropping up there, but it's quite impressive just below the tree. And in we go. Right, in we are finally. That's the way I've just come through below the tree. And as we can see, it opens straight away into a stone level and into shale, as we can see. Steve is going to tell us some of the history of this place, so it'll be interesting to hear. But we are straight away in deep water. It's not too bad, but as we can see, we're straight into the water. I have to say that the wetsuit is an absolute lifesaver in a place like this. As we can see, this is a shale. It's a level in shale, so we are going to be monitoring the oxygen levels, because whenever there is shale, there's always a danger of oxygen dropping down. And we're on 20.7 at the moment, so we are within the safe parameters. Anyway, and Steve and Paul are ahead of us. Very nicely calcified, as we can see as well. Quite a few nice calcite formations there.
This was started in 1825, I think. And what it was, the industry was deteriorating, had been for quite a while at this point. And the miners, there is a vein further up in the hill, and the miners believed they could get to it at this horizon. So upon the representatives of the company came up, agreed with them, and let them start this level. We do have an exact date for it, but I don't know its road. So this mine operated for 30 years. It did not make a profit, even though it's quite large, but they kept the mine running just to keep the miners both in employment and keep the skills going. It does connect to other mines, so they did get advantages there, but the mine itself, as you'll see later, it did not meet much of the veins, and it did not make a profit as far as I'm aware, but it is, in the old documents, it does say it has some of the finest arching in the Northern Pennines ball field. So we'll see that in a moment. It's over a mile to the back of it. So,
wow, a mile.
Just one branch, there's another branch as well.
And we're going to see some beautiful arches, as Steve says. So looking forward to this.
Actually, multicolour formations. You've got iron, zinc, and all sorts. That's quite nice.
The black always comes from the zinc, does it?
And as you can see, yeah, zinc stuff. as you can see, it's quite...
Some really pretty stalactites here in calcite formations. Wow. Have you noticed, Steve, there's some kind of rocks that they've been fused by the calcite dripping?
Yeah, there's two rocks in the calcite there, by earlier.
They've been calcified there. That's quite a nice feature actually, looking at it.
Isn't it? Just a heavy
And there's another shot hole. Wow, some timbers there.
Nice, solid one. Just a few linears.
These timbers clearly show the purpose of them trying to hold some of what's above from collapsing, really. Wow, pretty amazing. And here we have some more cross timbers overhead. There's no doubt that this pretty much rotten now, judging at the look of them, but they're somehow still standing. Pretty amazing stuff. How this is still holding after so many years. This plank is given way, as we can see. There's a wayboard of clay here, we can see, going across the level. And this wayboard of clay creates a weakness in the rock scene. Obviously, when the miners were digging away, they must have had a lot of collapsing going on. But it's a pretty impressive level so far, and we've got a mile of it. I'm going in the front now, just to get a look at the clarity of this water. It's absolutely stunning. Really is.
There's Antonio there, but there's...
I feel I could even drink this water.
What torch is that, Antonio? It's nice and warm.
And I'm gonna leave the link to this torch, actually, to this floodlight, which is absolutely marvelous for video. I'm gonna leave it in the description. Wow, it's really beautiful, this. Look at the clarity of this.
Oh, yeah.
There's a bit of a timber that's standing just below the water line. And we come to a bit of a collapse, as we can see overhead, and it's going to give me a chance to rearrange my wellies.
And we've tried in the past to shore it up with this supports. Go through, you see more of them down here.
A lot of it's come down, a lot of it's still on the timber, as we can see. Right, incredible. We're getting a bit of perspective with Steve ahead of us. And we still got another, well, near a mile of it. Let's do this. It's pretty marvelous. You can tell there's not many people coming down here. When you look at the conservation of it. Hey, I got some calcite running down the timber. That's very cool. Just gives you an idea how long this timber's been. For a couple of 100 years at least. Very pristine calcifications. You can see where the level's been pushing on each side and cracking the shale above. Hey Steve, you can see where the level's been pushing on towards the centre and buckle the actual shale that's just above us. But oh, look at this calcifications on the timber, that's pretty amazing. It's not often you see anything like this. It looks like ice.
It's Donkey Kong come.
Donkey Kong.
Perfectly white, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful white. Steve?
Yeah.
Hello, hello. Here we have some loose rocks that has still sat on the timber and haven't moved for God knows how long. Oh, it's just wonderful. It's always nice to see the miners' timber structure supports still standing. Beautiful level.
So, there you go. A good example of a shale level. At least I call it shale. So, that's good for you.
Yeah, all that's what's missing this bill above the timbers basically has come down here over time. It's just a typical shale collapse.
We got 3D.
Unexplored, yeah?
Until we did it, yeah.
So you
eventually come to a collapse and one team...
You were pretty much the first ones here, right? Were you?
Yeah, there was another team, but they got to there's a collapse and they didn't go through it. We did.
So, it's always nice to be somewhere where very, very few people have been in before. It always brings an air of mystery, but I mean, look at the water here. How clear this is.
Feet long.
900 feet long this level.
That's part of it.
Just this part of it, 900 feet long. It's beautiful, all the colouring of all the formations, and every colour is a different mineralization. Is it black for manganese, I think, yeah?
Yeah, manganese.
So black for manganese, yellow tends to be sulfur, red is iron oxides, blue and green the copper sulfides. I haven't seen any blues and greens in here, but on other mines you do get them. Just marvelous. I hope you guys watching this are enjoying coming along on this adventure with us. We feel really privileged to bring places like this to the comfort of your homes, and your comments and observations also mean a lot to us.
That's a good shot.
That's a proper rotten timber. Proper rotten. It's just, you could blow at this and it would go poof. It falls.
That's a good shot.
The state of this timber is incredible. You can see it's proper rotten to the core.
Just one more.
And miraculously still standing. Right? Right,
Yeah,
moving.
good. Yeah, good.
And we come into
Okay, just had one turn here there.
the stone level.
First example of the arching in this line. And I will now put my torch on so you can see better.
The purpose of the arching obviously was to make sure there was no further collapse in the shale. So they must have come to a part of the shale that was very, very precarious and kept coming down, because it takes a lot of effort to put all this stone, all this arch in.
And not to forget, we didn't get the arching from the mine itself, that was imported.
So are you telling me that, obviously, yeah, the stone was imported, was it? Because this is not shale. This is a sort of form of limestone.
It's a limestone that's quarried and brought in.
Wow, look at this. So we
the first split. This is how we were able to identify the mine initially, because in the old documents it said 900 feet to the first split, and 900 feet later there's the first split. Lovely.
So the record says 900 feet to the first split, so clearly identifies this mine. Very special to see.
I'll just knock lights on, get a shot of you there.
Yeah.
Do it in the ceiling.
Could you knock your light up, please, Mister?
I mean,
Thank you. Oh, that's very nice. This is the main one.
Okay,
Left
so
we've never done.
as Paul has noted here,
Unless you want to go see the first feature.
there's a bit of a handle here, some sort of maybe utility handle made of iron. It's got some small iron rusticles. So, right,
I'll just
right or left?
Right, never noticed this before on my prior trips. There's a metal thing there.
I thought you haven't.
We'll go
I thought you say I haven't been to the left.
that way. We've been as far as the feature,
All right,
but
so
never the whole way.
that needs to be explored then.
That's the main route.
Wow, so let's
that
follow the
takes
main
a lot
road.
of energy as it is, so
Yeah.
probably best concentrating on
Let's
that
just
first.
focus on one thing, because
if we just-
this is a very big
I'll let
mine.
Antonio go first then.
Paul,
Yeah, if you want.
can you go first?
Yeah, go Paul.
Get perspective. Yeah,
There you go. That's the scale with
perfect.
Paul
It's
there.
arching, isn't it?
Yep.
it's absolutely perfect.
And
Beautiful.
as I go around the corner, you'll see it changes. You can see why they say it's some of the finest arching in the Northern Pennines ore field. And you see, as soon as you come out the arching, back into shale, and it's slightly worse shale than we were in before.
Absolutely stunning, the craftsmanship from
See down there,
the old miners to
massive long.
create all these arch tunnels. The arch tunnel gives way to shale straight away. What you notice?
Just ahead of you, anything on the ceiling. Yeah.
What's that? Sulfur.
It reflects, looks gold, it's not, but it looks gold.
All right, yes, you have these water droplets. They reflect the light and they look like diamonds or gold. So here we have a closer look at the water droplets that are glistening or shining like gold. This is the water droplets that make it shine or reflect the light, like makes it look like gold, but it's just water droplets basically on a patch of sulfurous area that is actually water droplets.
Yeah, it doesn't show too well on the camera. You can see the colour, but you can't see the water drop.
These formations are absolutely magnificent. I'm not going to touch them, I'm just getting the hand behind just for the perspective, but they're absolutely pristine white. Wow.
Look at the roof here.